We're very fortunate this semester. Mr. Cooey has a student teacher from the University of Akron, and in the short time we've gotten to know him, he's shown a real maturity in the classroom, working with the kids, in rehearsals with the full band and sectionals, in not only this band, but all the bands 5 through 12, including our after-school marching band. So please allow me to introduce and help me welcome them to the stage, the Lake Middle School 7th grade band, and their director for this piece, Mr. Joshua Seiton. For our next piece, I want to recognize and thank our really supportive and amazing administrative team here at the Lake Middle High School. I'm not sure if I've caught any of them here tonight, but I've been corralling kids in the back dressed as a penguin, so priorities were a little arranged that way. But I really would like to recognize Mr. Dan Harrell, our principal, and the associate principals, Mr. Steve Lippy, Ms. Lee Munoz, and Mr. Tom Colai. Would you please help me recognize them? And I also need to give a shout out to our Lake Band Boosters organization that works tirelessly not only to support the high school bands, but the entire band program all the way down to grade 5. They help sponsor our post-concert reception that I hope you'll join us at down in the cafeteria. And I also want to thank you for participating in the Lake Band Fruit Sale. Don't forget that pickup for those items is Saturday, December 3rd. And if you're not able to come on Saturday, December 3rd, there will be some shortened hours on Sunday the 4th over at the athletic complex. So I definitely want to thank our Lake Band Booster organization. Would you join me in thanking them, please? In addition to the concert format that we have with the pumpkin carving and all the costuming, there's an opportunity here with this Halloween music to play some kind of outlandish things. And I want to demonstrate just a few of the little percussion toys that the people in the back have been working with Miss Wenzel to master, and I think you're going to hear them throughout. Well, I don't think, I know that you're going to hear them throughout the next piece. Let's start with a really spooky instrument played by James Pallas here in a moment called the flexatone. Go ahead, James. How about the flexatone? Yeah. Thank you, James. Some of you may remember this instrument, or you maybe never even thought of it as an instrument on your childhood bicycle. Stephen Wyrick's playing the Uga horn. Okay. And he is now done playing the Uga horn. All right, thank you, Stephen. And then Dominic Farkas, bless his heart, he's back there. He gets to play two, and they happen pretty quickly in the music, and he's got to be coordinated to make it happen. The first one is called the Vibra Slap. I love that one. And the second one he gets to play is called the Siren Whistle. How about a hand for the Siren Whistle and the Vibra Slap? Now that's all fun and dandy. I also want to recognize a few students who just switched this year, or really over the summer, to brand new instruments, and that is our double reed section. Could the bassoons and the oboes please stand? They are less than a few months on these instruments, and they're doing a great job. Thank you, guys. Our next piece is called Ghosts in the Graveyard. I hope you enjoy it. Before we move to our final piece, we have a couple other orders of business to take care of, and I want to recognize the team effort we have here in the Lake Band Department. What you see, or what you've seen since 5th grade till now, and what you'll continue to see through their years in band is a total team effort by an amazing staff of teachers that I'm very, very humbled and happy to call my colleagues. I'll save someone, a couple people for the end. Let's start with the man up in the box tonight. Before tonight, I knew him as Mr. Tryon, but today I'll call him Mr. Kenobi. He's dressed as a Jedi Master up there. Could we please recognize my colleague, Mr. Mark Tryon? I also want to recognize, and I believe one of them is still here, but we have an amazing team of sectional teachers that comes in throughout the week to work with your students. I'm sure you know that. I'd like to recognize Miss Joan Wenzel, who works with our percussion section. Also, a Northeast Ohio legend in the music world, Mrs. Pat Croft, who works with our double reed section. And new to us this year, a retired band director working with our flutes, Mrs. Perry, Mrs. Diane McMaster Perry. Please help me recognize her. And before I recognize my last two colleagues who will come out here in a moment to help me with another order of business, I do want to recognize, I'm calling him our high school band mentor. You know, when you're a certain age in high school and you have a good enough academic record, you get what is called privilege. And there are certain periods where you don't have class. And Mr. Miller back here, Mr. Aaron Miller, instead of taking a study hall or anything like that, or even going down to our amazing library center and studying for something, he chooses to be in the band room. And he's been an amazing role model and an amazing helper to this 7th grade band. Can we recognize senior Aaron Miller? They're going to come out together, but I want to recognize them separately. Another person on our band staff who is working with our students, again, from 5 through 12, is Mr. Joshua Laux. Oh, I didn't know if you had a friend, so I'm glad you found your friend and you could bring him out here. He ate, he's good now. Okay, awesome. This is Mr. Laux and friend. And last but certainly not least, the director of bands for our program, Mr. Jared Cooey. Can you recognize him?
All right, well, what many of them have been waiting for is to know who won this pumpkin contest. And aren't these pumpkins incredible, by the way? Every single one of them. I'm glad I didn't vote. I would have no idea how to narrow it down. But we do have 3 winners. The 3rd place, the 2nd place, and the 1st place. And Mr. Rodish will let you know what those prizes are, I'm sure, if he hasn't already. Our 3rd place winner is number 18, Noah Lissy. Stand up, Noah. Congratulations. Our 2nd place winner is number 1, Jackson Cadlick. Stand up, Jackson. Those 2 guys sit right next to each other. And our 1st place winner, can I get a rumble of your feet? Is number 12, Kyle Anderson. Stand up, Kyle. Stand up, Kyle. Let them know who you are. There you are. Very good. Congratulations to all 3 winners and everybody that participated. Always a treat to see what you come up with.
Thank you, Yoda and Mr. Ostrich. All right, congratulations to our winners. They will have their own choice of a gift card at 3 different amounts for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place prizes. So we'll talk about that in class tomorrow. And as if I haven't talked to the microphone enough tonight, I'm going to talk some more, because a few weeks ago, you know, I told you how special this group is. A few weeks ago, we had a senior clarinet player who needed to write a paper for her honors English class. And in that paper, she had to observe and write about a population. Could be a population of anything, a group of people to describe. And she chose to spend a few days in 7th grade band rehearsal. And I want you to hear in her words about this special group sitting in front of you. The obvious passion and love for music seems to be very beneficial in creating a close-knit family within this 7th grade band. Like a family, the Lake 7th grade band has many shared interests that lead to them being a stronger and more productive group. When observing this class, I took notice of the general excitement for the pieces being played and the music being made. Another observation is that students were reaching out to each other and helping those around them. The class as a whole wants to succeed. The students care about the individual success of their classmates too. When interviewing Mr. Rodish, which he did after her observations, he gave me some insight on the passion within the 7th grade band. He discussed how seeing them grow into musicians who have a true passion and love for music as a group. Throughout my period of observing, I took notice of the students becoming more like a family through their shared passion for the music they make together. Families sometimes, or most of the time, have similar interests and enjoy things they can share to bring them closer together. And once again, in really a brief time that I've gotten to know this group of young people, they really, truly are special, and that's a reflection on you, the family members that have raised them. So thank you for providing us with such great young people to work with. We're going to finish with a crowd favorite and what might just become an annual favorite of Mr. Rodish's, because we did this last year, because I love it so much, Count Rockula. Here's our final piece.